Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers as concerns their win in Game 1 against the Denver Nuggets in the series of the Western Conference Finals. I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about the Lakers win and what we witnessed in tonight's game and all over the stat line when it comes to the Lakers, how they basically went out there and just dominated throughout the quarter, throughout the game, and a couple of player mentions in this particular video. So I just want to give you guys my thoughts and my opinions about it. Without further ado, let's just get right into it. So, guys, the Lakers have got a win in Game 1 against the Denver Nuggets tonight in the first game of the Western Conference Finals. It was something that I was not really expecting that the Lakers would play this aggressively against the Denver Nuggets, but I'm also very surprised that the Denver Nuggets, on the other hand, played this aggressively as well. I mean, from both sides, really. When it comes to both teams in general were playing very aggressively, and especially in the first quarter. The first quarter was really judged by the defensive ability from across the board when it comes to both teams. I mean, they all came out of nowhere from the first and second quarter by playing solid defense, more on the hand of the Los Angeles Lakers more instead of the Denver Nuggets. So it really showed out there that the Lakers really wanted to get a win over the Denver Nuggets because of just all this speculations out there that the Denver Nuggets really believe that they are going to beat the Lakers in the Western Conference, and they could come back in Game 2 and get a win. I mean, I won't be surprised because the Denver Nuggets are a very tough team, and I've seen Jokic play. I see Jamal Murray played. Gary Harris. Now, recently this year, especially in the bubble with Michael Porter Jr., he is an up-and-coming star in the making, and he's draws the comparison of KD, Kevin Durant. So he's a special guy to watch, and this Denver Nuggets team is a very tough team. I mean, they have a lot of potential of win a championship, but it's not this year. Okay, it's the Los Angeles Lakers. It's their time, and the greatness of Anthony Davis and LeBron James really helped out the Lakers really to get a win tonight, and it all has to do with the defense and the supporting cast around the Los Angeles Lakers, especially around our star players in LeBron and Anthony Davis, and those particular players are like Rondo, who throughout this series in the playoffs, when he first returned after being out for issues with injuries and not playing in the bubble in those 8 games, really showed that the Lakers really needed him when it all said and done. I mean, once he came back, he was a dominance. Playoff Rondo really delivered for the Lakers in this particular playoffs, and especially when it came down to the semifinals, and now in this particular game when it comes down to his ability to contribute to the Los Angeles Lakers in a huge way off the bench. And it really shows with him, with assist-wise, being a playmaker, floor general type of guy, similarity to LeBron James being the facilitator and floor general as well for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's something that the Lakers were lacking, without Rondo, and it just really shows. So just all across the board, when it's all said and done, Rondo was really a true help for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to facilitating the floor when like LeBron James is out, or if he's even on the floor, he becomes like the small forward that he is purely is, but on occasion he likes to switch different positions because he's an all-around player. So just having Rondo out there is just really helping out the Lakers in a huge way. And then when you look at how Frank Vogel put up the starting lineup together, he obviously went big. Obviously, he did not go with going small compared to what we played against when it came down to the Houston Rockets. The implication was that Frank Vogel was going to go big this time because of how many big men that's on the Denver Nuggets. I mean, with Jokic, with Plumlee, with Grant. I mean, the rest goes on. I mean, there are some big players, big men that can really defend. And obviously, Frank Vogel did his homework by bringing back the big men because we witnessed out there the greatness of Dwight Howard. Okay, coming off the bench. With his defensive ability, grabbing those rebounds, and Jokic struggling with those fouls, really helped the Lakers in a huge way because of the greatness of the dominance of Dwight Howard. This is something that we expected from Dwight Howard, to go out there, play defense, and sorry about that, you guys. My mic kind of turned off on me I talked like a huge length. I didn't realize that my speaker went dead on me. But I was speaking about Dwight Howard and how his defense was really a huge help for the Los Angeles Lakers. And, it was just really important in tonight's game that the big men really step up for the Los Angeles Lakers in this series, especially against the Denver Nuggets, because they have some really good defensive players that can really defend in any given moment. So, but to continue on, when it comes down to everything, the starting lineup really stepped up for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, they just out of nowhere just stepped up in a huge way, from Anthony Davis having a 37-point game. His dominance was really a huge help for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it really showed out there when it comes down to everything that went as according to plan from the Lakers by playing defense, and it was just really a huge dominance for the Los Angeles Lakers in general when it comes down to defense. But Anthony Davis, he just stepped up in a huge way. I'm not sure it's because of the braids that he has. I mean, it's really sharp. I mean, I love his braids. I mean, maybe because he had his braids and he's just loving it and he's just feeling it tonight. So maybe it's because of that. I mean, if it is, maybe he should keep it. But in general, when it comes down to it, in any given night, Anthony Davis does step up. Lately, what we've been seeing from him in the playoffs, he's been stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers as of late. So great job for Anthony Davis for stepping up out there, being the leading scorer for the Lakers in tonight's game. So great job on his end. LeBron James, he really stepped up as well when it came down to being the facilitator, floor general type of player. He did have 15 points, but his ability was out there tonight was to really be the facilitator, defensively as well. And similarity to what we witnessed from Rajon Rondo was that, offensively he will play and score, but at the same time, the defense ability and being the good playmaker, facilitator out there was a huge help for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for LeBron James, being that facilitator that we all know, because in any given night, LeBron James will play lights out at any given night when it comes down to his dominance of scoring. He can give you like to 20 to 30 points a game. I mean, LeBron James won't hesitate to do so. So great job out there for LeBron James. When it comes down to the rest of the starters, I mean, shooting wise, across the board, they're pretty even against the Denver Nuggets, because the Denver Nuggets did not have a good shooting night as well because of the dominance in the defense from the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, all across the board, the Lakers were just all over the place defensively when it came down to guarding every single Nuggets player out there tonight. So, it was all has to do with the defense out there. There was not a lot of scoring from the Lakers end, or the when it comes to shooting from the threes. I mean, if you just check the stats, it was pretty even when it came down to the Lakers shooting three comparing to the Denver Nuggets. So, but the most success from tonight's game was the defense and the rebounding, and that was from the Los Angeles Lakers, and they just out of nowhere was all over the place when it came down to them shooting defending and grabbing those rebounds. So great job out there from the Los Angeles Lakers in general. And, just moving forward when it comes down to it, I just hope the Lakers just keep this momentum alive and just, at any given time, just stepping up in every single game, getting a game one in the Western Conference in the beginning of the series is a great hope that the Lakers were just dominating any single night that they defend in. So and I just hope they just keep this momentum alive, and the passionate Lakers that they are. I mean, they will obviously dominate in any single moment. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. I mean, my apologies, guys. I mean, I'm probably repeating a lot of stuff because I really thought that because I just spoke for like almost maybe like 8 minutes now, beforehand, and I didn't realize that my mic turned off. So I'm just thinking of stuff on top of my head right now, but I think I just said the gist of how the Lakers played out there tonight, and I just hope that they keep this momentum moving forward into the series of the Western Conference against the Denver Nuggets, and I just hope that nothing goes astray when it comes down to how the Lakers perform moving forward. So, they did get a game one over the Denver Nuggets, and I just hope they just continue this momentum alive moving forward. So, just really can't wait to see the Lakers games moving forward. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff, and please give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. What was the best success by the Los Angeles Lakers that you saw out there? Was it the defense? Was it the playmaking by Rondo and LeBron? Or was it the defense from Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo, possibly Dwight Howard? In general, guys, I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions about everything that went down in tonight's game against the Denver Nuggets, and the success of which player really stepped up out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers. I really want to know in the comment section down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Guys, make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links into the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and I'll see you all in the next video. Guys, just real quick, I did make a playlist for this series in the Western Conference. I will continue to give you guys the coverage about the Lakers in the Western Conference and the playoffs in general, and everything that goes down when it comes to the Lakers in general, like free agency wise, or draft fees. Those stuff are going to be coming up pretty soon when it comes to the Lakers rumor mill. So watch out for those, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.